into second term. برحب بكم والنهارده دي أول حلقة لينا. وهنبدأ النهارده في الترم الثاني ستوري شابتر 6. I am going to remind you the characters. هفكركم بالشخصيات اللي كنا بنتعامل معاها: Axel, Liedenbrock, and Hans. As you know, Axel was Liedenbrock's assistant. Axel ده كان المساعد بتاع Liedenbrock. Liedenbrock was a famous geologist, and Hans was their guide. Hans ده الجايد أو المرشد بتاعه. Chapter 6 is one of the most important chapter in this term. Chapter 6 ده واحد من أهم الشابترز في الترم الثاني. It's about let's see يلا نشوف. Amazing discovery. What were the discoveries in the chapters؟ ايه الحاجات اللي هيكتشفوها في الشابتر ده؟ Liedenbrock discovered a sea. Liedenbrock هيكتشف بحر and named it Liedenbrock Sea وهيسميه على اسمه Liedenbrock Sea. They found bones for extinct animals. هيلاقوا عظم ل extinct animals حيوانات منقرضة. They would cross the sea by using raft. هيعدوا البحر دوت raft. What's raft؟ الرافت دوت a kind of small ships or boats. ده عبارة عن مركب صغيرة made by hands. هتتعمل أو هيعملها hands using pieces of trees. هيقطع أجزاء من الخشب and tied them together وهيربطهم مع بعض. Let's begin our chapter. We are going to deal with main and important points. هنبدأ دلوقتي في النقط المهمة في الشابتر. The vocabulary of this chapter, الفوكابولري بتاع الشابتر دوت: awakened spikers, awakened spikers, position موقع أو مكان، position موقع أو مكان، call ينادي، call ينادي، faint يفقد الوعي، faint يفقد الوعي، crashing waves تصادم أمواج أو الأمواج المتصادمة، crashing waves الأمواج المتصادمة، consciousness الوعي، consciousness الوعي، consciousness الوعي، slope منحدر، slope منحدر، hit يخبط، hit يخبط، calculate يحسب، calculate يحسب، raft طوافة اللي هي المركب اللي عملوها الصغيرة، raft طوافة، tight ربط، tight ربط، strange غريب، strange غريب، huge ضخم، huge ضخم، mushroom عيش الغراب، mushroom عيش الغراب، discover يكتشف، discover يكتشف. As you see in the scene زي ما انتم شايفين في المشهد دوت، Axel was sleeping. Now the crashing waves hit the shore and awakened Axel. So الامواج لما خبط في الشط خلى اكسل يستيقظ. What was these waves? These waves were the waves of the sea that Lidenbrock discovered. الويفز دي كانت بتاعة البحر اللي ليدنبروك اكتشف. The first point أول نقطة عندنا Axel was awakened by a noise like the waves crashing on the shore of a sea. Axel was awakened استيقظ by a noise like the waves crashing on the shore of a sea. اللي خلى أكسل يستيقظ الأمواج بتاعة البحر وهي بتخبط في الشور. Axel was awakened by noise ضوضاء like the waves crashing زي ما يكون صوت أمواج متضخة أو بتخبط في الشور of a sea. He heard his name and the word lost. After getting up بعد ما استيقظ he heard his name سمع اسمه with the word Axel lost. سمع حد يقول Axel lost. Of course it was Lidenbrock. أكيد كان Lidenbrock. He heard his name and the word lost. Someone or Lidenbrock said Axel lost. Lidenbrock قال Axel lost. Then Lidenbrock asked Axel to call his name to calculate the distance between them. Lidenbrock asked Axel to call his name to calculate the distance between them. Now Lidenbrock wanted to locate the position of Axel. دلوقتي Lidenbrock عايز يحدد المكان بتاع Axel. So he asked him to call his name. طلب منه ينادي اسمه. For example, he asked him to say Axel or Lidenbrock. طلب منه ينادي الاسم. By this he could calculate the distance. بالطريقة دي هو هيقدر يحدد where is Axel. Axel فين بالظبط. The voice of Axel took 20 seconds to reach Lidenbrock. The voice of Axel took 20 seconds to reach Lidenbrock. After this بعد كده هوت when Axel said the name بعد ما Axel قال الاسم Lidenbrock could know or could calculate قدر يحسب the distance. It was 20 seconds. المسافة اللي استغرقها الصوت the sound takes 20 seconds to reach Lidenbrock. الصوت استغرق 20 دقيقة takes 20 seconds to reach عشان يوصل Lidenbrock. As you see in this shape زي ما انتم شايفين في الشكل دوت Axel in a part Lidenbrock and Hans all passages lead to them. كل الممرات اللي ممكن أكسل يمشي فيها هتوصل لليدنبروك and Hans. So Lidenbrock asked Axel to go through any passage. طلب منه يمشي في أي ممر من دول. Lidenbrock and Hans were in a big hall. All passages could lead to them. Again, Lidenbrock and Hans were in a big hall. ده المكان اللي هم كانوا فيه. Like big hall. All passages, كل الممرات أو كل الطرق could lead to them. So, if Axel went in any passage, he would go and meet them again. لو أكسل مشي في أي طريق هيروح ويقابلهم تاني. What happened after that اللي حصل بعد كده as you see in the scene زي ما هنشوف في المنظر دوت. This is the slope and this is the wood. حاجة زي البيت. Now Axel started running. بدأ أكسل يجري. The slope was very steep. السلوب كان منحدر جدا. So Axel ran very fast. Axel جري بسرعة جدا and couldn't control or stop himself. ما يقدرش يتحكم في نفسه. Like the picture. Okay, this is the way. What happened after that اللي حصل بعد كده. The slope was very steep. Axel ran very fast. He couldn't stop. Axel fell down a his head hit a rock and lost consciousness or fainted. اللي حصل the slope was very steep. المنحدر كان مدرج. Axel ran very fast جري بسرعة جدا. He couldn't stop. ما قدرش يقف. ما قدرش يتحكم. couldn't control himself. ما قدرش يتحكم في نفسه. Axel fell down a well. Axel fell down a well. وقع جوه الويل دوت أو البير ده. His head hit a rock. راسه خبط في rock and lost consciousness. فقد الوعي. Lidenbrock gave a cry of joy when he discovered that Axel was alive. Lidenbrock gave a cry of joy when he discovered that Axel was alive. After Axel lost his consciousness, Lidenbrock was afraid. كان خايف that Axel died. Axel يموت. So when he found him he is still alive. لما لقاه لسه على قيد الحياة he gave a cry of joy. He was very happy. كان فرحان جدا. So Lidenbrock gave a cry of joy. صرخ من الفرح when he discovered that Axel was alive. Lidenbrock discovered a sea and named it Lidenbrock Sea. Lidenbrock discovered a sea. Lidenbrock اكتشف بحر and named it Lidenbrock Sea. وسماه على اسمه. named it Lidenbrock Sea. سماه على اسم Lidenbrock. They were in a cave. كان جوه الكهف. They could see light, but they didn't know where was it from. هم شافوا ضوء لكن مش عارفين المصدر بتاعه. where was the light from. الضوء ده جاي منين. But the light was very strange. الضوء اللي شافوه ده كان very strange. ده سؤال مهم جدا بيكتير في الامتحانات. Why was the light strange؟ ليه الضوء ده كان غريب؟ There was light and it was very strange. كان في ضوء كان غريب جدا. Because it was cold and white. الضوء ده كان cold and white. Unlike sunlight or moonlight. There was light and it was very strange because it was cold and white. Unlike sunlight or moonlight. الضوء ده لا كان شبه ضوء شمس ولا كان شبه ضوء قمر. Cold and white. Unlike sunlight or moonlight. Why was the light strange؟ ليه كان الضوء ده غريب؟ It was cold and white. Unlike sunlight or moonlight. Unlike sunlight or moonlight. يا ريت ناخد بالنا من الكويستشن ده because it's very important. They were in a huge cave. كان جوه كهف ضخم. Very big cave. They could see a sky and clouds. They could see a sky and clouds. شافوا sky and clouds. Along the shore, they could see a forest of trees. Looked like giant umbrellas. Along the shore, they could see a forest of trees looked like giant umbrellas. طول ما هم ماشيين على الشط كانوا قادروا يشوفوا. Along the shore, they could see a forest of trees looked like giant umbrellas. طول ما هم ماشيين على الشط كانوا شايفين huge trees. شجر ضخم. الهيوج trees دي like umbrellas. كان شبه الامبريلا او من بعيد شكله ان هو giant umbrellas. These huge trees were huge mushrooms. الهيوج trees دي كانت عبارة عن huge mushrooms. كانت mushrooms ضخم. mushrooms اللي هو عيش الغراب. These huge trees were huge mushrooms. These huge trees were huge mushrooms. The plants they saw were very strange and amazing. النباتات اللي لقوها كانت غريبة جدا. Because they were taller than they were on the earth. Because they were taller than they were on the earth. النباتات اللي شافوها كانت سر انها غريبة. Why were the plants strange؟ ليه النباتات دي كانت غريبة؟ These plants were taller than they were on the earth. كانت أطول من حجمها الطبيعي وهي أكبر. These plants were taller than they were on the earth. أطول من حجمها الطبيعي أكبر. They saw bones for extinct animals. They saw bones for extinct animals. برضه من ضمن الحاجات اللي شافوها شاف bones عظم لحيوانات extinct animals حيوانات منقرضة. They saw bones for extinct animals. Now they are going to cross the sea. دلوقتي هم عايزين يعدوا البحر دوت. How? They decided to cross the sea by raft. قرروا ان هم يعدوا السي دوت. So Hans made a raft. Hans هيعمل raft اللي هي الطوافة اللي قلنا عليها زي مركب صغير. A small boat, a kind of boat. Hans cut down trees to make the raft. How did Hans make the raft? ازاي Hans عمل الرافت ديت؟ Hans cut down trees to make the raft. He cut down trees and tied them to make the raft. So, the very important part in the chapter, الحاجات المهمة أوي في الشابتر دوت زي ما اتفقنا. The sea that Lidenbrock discovered. البحر اللي Lidenbrock اكتشفه. Why did Lidenbrock give a cry of joy? ليه Lidenbrock صرخ من الفرحة؟ Because Axel was still alive. لأنه اكتشف إن أكسل لسه عايش. Why was the light strange؟ ليه الضوء ده كان غريب؟ ده سؤال من الأسئلة المهمة قوي زي ما هنشوف في الكويستشنز دلوقتي. The light was strange because it was cold and white, unlike sunlight or moonlight. How did they cross the sea؟ ازاي عدوا البحر ده؟ They used a raft. عملوا a raft. They used a raft. Who made the raft؟ مين اللي عمل الرافت؟ Hans made a raft. How did Hans make the raft؟ He cut down trees and tied them to make the raft. قطع الشجر and tied them to make a raft. Let's see some important questions of the chapter. هنشوف دلوقتي مع بعض أسئلة مهمة في الشابتر دوت. Question number one. What awakened Axel? What awakened Axel? إيه اللي خلى أكسل يصحى؟ What awakened Axel? The answer الإجابة. Axel was awakened by the noise of the crashing waves. Axel was awakened by the noise of the crashing waves. Question number two. Why did Lidenbrock ask Axel to call his name? لما لو فاكرين قلنا بعد ما أكسل سمع اسمه أكسل لوست Lidenbrock asked him to call his name. ليه طلب منه ينادي تاني الاسم؟ To calculate Axel's position. عشان يحسب المكان بتاع أكسل. To calculate Axel's position. عشان يحسب مكان أكسل or to know where Axel was. عشان يعرف أكسل فين. To know where Axel was. Why did Lidenbrock ask Axel to call his name? ليه طلب منه ينادي الاسم؟ To calculate Axel's position. عشان يعرف الموقع بتاع أكسل مكان أكسل or to know where Axel is. Question number 3. Question number 3. Why could Liedenbrock hear Axel? Why could Liedenbrock hear Axel? ليه Liedenbrock قدر يسمع صوت Axel? Why could Liedenbrock hear Axel? Because the sound could travel down to the hole. Because the sound could travel down to the hole. الصوت طبيعي جدا، الصوت ممكن ينتشر spread. Sound can spread as you know. الصوت ممكن ينتشر. الحاجة التانية إن all passages lead to them. كل الطرق هتأدي ليهم so they could hear him anywhere. هيقدروا يسمعوه في أي مكان. So because the sound could travel down to the hole. Why did Axel faint during descending the slope? Why did Axel faint during descending the slope? Faint means loss of consciousness. He lost his consciousness. فقد الوعي. ليه أكسل فقد الوعي وهو نازل المنحدر؟ The slope was very steep, so Axel couldn't control himself. The slope was very steep, كان مدرج جدا, so Axel ran very fast. Axel جري بسرعة جدا, so he couldn't control himself. ما قدرش يتحكم في نفسه. سؤال تاني. Why did Axel faint during descending the slope? The slope was very steep, so Axel couldn't control himself. ما قدرش يتحكم في نفسه. His head hit the rock and fainted. تكملة الإجابة. His head hit the rock and fainted. He hit the rock and fainted. This is the most important question in this chapter. ده من أهم الأسئلة أو أهم سؤال في الشابتر دوت. Why was the light they saw strange? Why was the light they saw strange? إيه سر إن الضوء ده كان غريب؟ ليه الضوء ده كان غريب؟ Or describe the light. اوصف الضوء اللي هم شافوه. The light was white and cold, unlike sunlight or moonlight. The light was white and cold, unlike sunlight or moonlight. Why did Liedenbrock give a cry of joy? Why did Liedenbrock give a cry of joy? He was very happy. كان فرحان جدا. Why? Because Axel was still alive. He discovered that Axel was still alive. اكتشف إن Axel لسه على قيد الحياة. Because Axel was still alive, Liedenbrock gave a cry of joy. Because Axel was still alive, Liedenbrock gave a cry of joy. Why were the plants strange? Why were the plants strange? النباتات اللي شافوها دي كانت غريبة. ليه؟ They were much taller than they were on the earth. They were much taller than they were on the earth. They were taller than they were on the earth. كانت أطول من حجمها الطبيعي على الأرض. They were much taller than they were on the earth. So the plants were strange. عشان كده النباتات دي كانت غريبة جدا. What did Liedenbrock discover? He discovered a sea. هو اكتشف ايه؟ He discovered a sea. Liedenbrock discovered a sea. اكتشف بحر. What did Liedenbrock name the sea? What did Liedenbrock name the sea? هو أطلق على البحر ده إيه؟ He named it Liedenbrock Sea. he named it Leeuwenbrock Sea. سماه على اسم Leeuwenbrock Sea. What did the huge tree look like? What did the huge trees look like? They looked like huge umbrellas. الهيوج trees ده الشجر ده كان شبه الامبريلاس، كان huge umbrellas. Looked like huge umbrellas. What were the huge trees? What were the huge trees? الشجر ده كان ايه او اتضح ان هو ايه؟ They were mushrooms. They were mushrooms. What were the huge trees? الشجر الضخم كان huge mushrooms. في فرق بين what did the huge trees look like، هو كان شبه ايه؟ The huge trees looked like umbrellas. كانوا شبه الامبريلا. لكن what were huge trees، الشجر ده طلع ايه في الاخر؟ The trees were mushrooms. كان شجر. الشجر ده كان mushrooms. What did Hans make to cross the sea? What did Hans make to cross the sea? Hans عمل ايه عشان يعدوا البحر او to explore the sea، يستكشفوا البحر دوت؟ Hans made a raft to cross the sea. Hans made a raft to cross the sea. هو عمل الرافت، والرافت ده نوع a kind of boat، نوع من انواع المراكب او طوافة. How did Hans make the raft? How did Hans make the raft? ازاي هانز عمل الطوافة دي؟ الرافت اللي هي تعتبر زي فلات بوت كده، مركب مسطحة شوية. How did Hans make the raft? ازاي عمل الطوافة دي؟ Hans cut down trees and tied them with ropes. Hans cut down trees and tied them with ropes. قطع الشجر وبدأ يربطهم مع بعض عشان يعمل الفلات بوت، المركبة المسطحة اللي هي الرافت. Hans cut down trees and tied them with ropes. With my best wishes and see you next lesson. أتمنى لكم حظ سعيد، وإن شاء الله نتقابل مع بعض في الحلقات الجاية. Good luck.
انتاج